come here. You're my doggy, eh?
Good day to you, sir. I was just about to close. You came at the last moment.
Hold up. Am I supposed to open my mouth and wait for it to rain?
Hey, my lovely. Zizka told me you found something out about Liechtenstein.
If only just Liechtenstein. I've only been here a couple of days, but I seem to know everything about this city and its sinful people. And about the Pope, the second Pope, Sigismund, Wenceslas, about the sickness of old men, the desires of young men, who I sometimes have to beat off with a stick. Simply everything. The tavern seems to be the fount of all knowledge.
You'll have to tell me more about the sinning part. That sounds interesting.
You youngsters are all the same. But work before pleasure. After we find Liechtenstein and free Cape Bon, you'll see.
I look forward to it. But anyway, about Liechtenstein. Anything new?
Well, there might be something. One of the girls I talked to told me her sweetheart frequents some nasty alehouse. And one of the regulars there recently started buying drinks for the whole house. Which is suspicious, because this fella is practically a beggar. Goatskin, they call him. They asked him where he got the coin, and he boasted that he was spying for some rich lord.
All right. That sounds promising.
Of course, it doesn't have to be Liechtenstein, but there can't be that many rich men who pay spies. And we have to start somewhere.
Yeah, that's true. And you've spoken to this goatskin fella?
Not yet. I was rather hoping you'd do it. That grubby alehouse is a bit too wild even for me.
That's saying something. Well, trying to get sense out of drunken wretches is quite a skill of mine. Does this place have a name?
I'm not sure if it's a name, but the locals call it the Hole in the Wall.
Sounds like a nice place for a romantic evening, eh?
You'll find it in Hot Crink. There's no other alehouse in that quarter.
So goatskin in the hole in the wall. I reckon I remember that. I'll go and check it out.
Before you go, I wanted to ask. Nobody ever told me why we're actually looking for this Liechtenstein fella.
He might know where they're holding Cape on.
I'm sure lots of people might know that.
But Liechtenstein's on our side. At least I hope he still is. You never know these days.
But who is he? And why is he in Kuttenberg?
He's a young noble from Jobst's council. His family have domains in Moravia and Lower Austria. He's here to gather information about the enemy for Jobst. And judging by how important it was for Istvan to find out where he is, he's a real thorn in their side. And they're out to get him.
So we're getting involved in noblemen's schemes again. That means trouble.
I'll do my best not to get us mixed up in all that.
Sure you will. But it can't be helped. There's a war on, and we have to fight. Watch out for yourself, Henry. I have a bad feeling about that district.
You're not the only one. Nice and
Where you
slow.
going? Ow! Are you trying to... Take your pick.
Hey!
Slow down, you idiot!
Whoa!
You have a kind master, eh, Matt?
I'm looking for a fella called Goatskin.
What's that got to do with me? If you want to nose around here, you'll have to go through Chenyik.
Could you tell me more about this Chenyek?
Look, when somebody wants something here, they go and see Chenyik. I reckon that's all I have to say.
And where can I find this Chenyek?
He'll be here somewhere. He usually sits next to Hugo, our oldest regular.
Right. I'm gonna see if I can find that Chenyek.
Innkeeper, you got anything to eat?
The service might be a bit slow here.
All right, here it is.
Your service, one another.
Are you being cautious?
Good evening. What do you need? Innkeeper, what's taking so long?
Here you go. Enjoy your meal.
I'm looking for a fella called Goatskin. Do you know him?
Aye. But I reckon I ain't gonna tell you nothing.
Why not?
Because I don't know you. Although the way you're kitted out, you seem like you might fit in here.
I'll fit right in here. After all, I'm in the trade.
Funny, I ain't seen your mug before, though.
No, I ain't from this neck of the woods. I do business mostly out of Colleen, only the catchpoles there are on my heels. I done in this fucker what owed me a pile of glint, only the bugger turns out to be the son of a councillor, so he needs to lay low for a bit, see? A mate of mine sent me to see Goatskin. Says he owes him from way back and he'd get me fixed up like.
One of ours from Colleen. Well, that's another story. Our doors is always open to you fellas. What was it you wanted to know?
I'm looking for Goatskin. I hear he used to come here.
Aye. Thing is, ain't nobody seen him here for a few days.
But he used to come here.
Aye. He was here day in, day out. Only this time some burly lads came here and duffed him up proper.
What happened to Goatskin? Does anyone know where he is now?
No word. But I reckon he's holed up somewhere, licking his wounds. Seems he stuck his nose in a wasp's nest. and he won't be sticking it out again for a while. If you're going to look for him, try it at night. You don't stray far when he's on the job. Usually between Hradek and the horse market. He goes after drunks. So I try asking in the local drinking dens.
All right. What does he look like, though? He can't be the only fella who likes to relieve drunks of their purses.
God's truth. But you'll know Goatskin when you see him. They call him that on account of how he got kicked in the head by a goat as a nipper. He's got a dent in his forehead you could use for a game of marbles.
I'm sure you know the town better than me. What drinking dens are there on Goatskin's Patch?
Between the horse market and Hradek, there's the Black Horse, a miner's tavern. Wayman the taverner used to be a miner, and then there's the Big Bathhouse. It belongs to some bloke called Adam. He tarted the place up big.
Any others?
None I know.
Do you know the men who beat him up?
No. But there were some Jews among them, and that's pretty odd, seeing as how they don't usually get mixed up in nothing.
Why did they give him such a beating? Did they say anything?
Well, Goatskin is a right knob end. Always asking for it, he is. But I reckon this time it was about his big gob. The last week he was coming, throwing glint around. And when we squeezed him about where he got the coin, he said he was spying for some lord.
And does this lord have a name?
He didn't say. We didn't swallow his yarn about spying anyway. We reckoned he made a score and just wanted to look like a big man.
Thanks. I'll go and look for him.
I wish you luck then. He ain't the brightest, but he's got a real talent for saving his own skin. Once you're done with him, come by and see us. Seems after all you're a pretty handy bloke. We could use the likes of you.
If you've got some job for me, you can tell me straight up. So what kind of work do you have for me?
A job worthy of your skills. But first, just a little test to see that you're not as dim-witted as that arsehole Goatskin. What is Wycliffe's first thesis?
Wycliffe's first thesis? What are you...
Not a good start. Second question. Which estate has the greatest reformatory potential?
The church?
I asked who should start the reform, not who should be reformed. A reformation is the last thing the church would want. The answer is the common people.
I knew right away that the people who meet here in the hole are a different bunch.
You thought we were just paupers who couldn't count to 5, didn't you? But now let's see who's the pauper. Last question. Who is the rightful king of Bohemia?
Wenceslas. There's no doubt about it.
Indeed. All right. Now let's talk about the job. Maybe this will disappoint you a little, but it concerns Wenceslas's brother. It's he who will secure your place in our humble company.
From what you said, I gather you're not spying for Sigismund. It's rather the other way around, huh?
We call ourselves the Guild. We profess the ideals of equality and brotherhood. Our only law is the Holy Bible. Worldly justice is as fickle as a common whore, yielding to those who are in power.
Justice for me or the gallows. Aren't you afraid to end up there?
Friend, one must be willing to suffer for the truth. Sigismund is a usurper. And the church and the magistrates are but a lowly horse spreading her legs for Sigismund. As long as we go against Sigismund and honour the scripture, our souls remain pure.
What if I go and tell the bailiff you're calling him a whore? Just out of courtesy, you know?
Go ahead. Perhaps you are one of the lucky ones who are not harmed by Sigismund's presence in Bohemia. Maybe you don't mind selling a piece of your conscience by ratting us out. As for me, I will go to the town hall with my head held high. But you?
Don't worry. I was just teasing you. I think the same of Sigismund. Tell me about your operation here.
We are who we are, and we do what we do. Like the early church of Jesus' apostles, in unity and fidelity to his words. I'm in charge. I plan all our missions. Goliath is the muscle. Knuckles, well, he mostly complains. But he also knows his way around locks. But we're all equal. We share the profits equally, but we don't do it for the wealth. We want to drive Sigismund out of this town.
How can I join you?
You want to join us already? I don't have to talk you into it. That's great. We're not particular about formalities. Let's just have a beer, and then you're one of us.
Here's to the guild.
To the guild! That reminds me, I'd like to throw a feast for the poor. The bigger the better.
Didn't you say you were just ordinary people with no money?
We are. And this is where Sigismund comes in. Because he's going to pay for the feast out of his own pocket.
That was a good one. How are you going to make that happen?
Me? No. You'll make it all happen. Listen carefully. Sigismund seized land down in the valley near Pach and built his personal warehouse on it, right under our noses as a provocation. There he stores fancy foods and gifts for his commanders, and for that red-bearded gob of his. Sausages, smoked meats, foreign spices, and more. Fancy delicacies from Italy, Hungary, Slavonia, and all the other shitholes where he owns land. While we're eating porridge and cabbage all the time. You will steal all the food you can carry from that warehouse, and as a nice token, you will leave there... Let's see... What would you leave there?
Stones?
That's clumsy. Cabbage. Leave cabbage. Get at least one head from the greengrocer and leave it there for Sigismund. Let him eat for once what we have in our bowls almost every day. But I'm warning you right now, no violence. Don't even think about slitting anyone's throat in that warehouse. The job isn't to punish some poor sod on guard duty. Is that clear?
Got it. What should I do with the stolen food?
You'll give it to the beggars. Let them feast like kings for once. It's not hard to find poor people in the town. Just go to the gates or churches, and you'll surely come across some. There are also tents full of them in Minor Street, Church Street or Cobbler Street. When you're done, come and see me, and we'll figure out what to do next.
Sigismund will be fucking livid he can't enjoy his fine sausages. Can I expect any help from you?
If you need some tools, stop by Knuckles. That's all I can help you with.
All right. I'll head out.
Good luck.
I'm sorry.
Courage!
Excuse me.
Then the question is, when? Why, For fuck's sake, get your own woman. Then innkeeper!
Good evening. Do you need something?
Is it normal for a skeleton to sit at the table in this tavern?
Hugo? He's the most loyal regular. He's been sitting here with us for a couple of years. He doesn't talk much, but he's fun. Ask the innkeeper about him.
I'll have a look. I'd like to discuss... Here.
Thank you very...
No, sir. Sorry. Do it. You'll drink anything.
Oh, you...
Even if it'd knock out a horse. Damn it,
One there, please.
Have you got anything to eat?
All over my feet, and then roll the
Bottom
river
side.
Put you. Greetings. What?
Can I get something...
But of course, and of course.
Let's talk about the... Is this in...
I knew our beds are.
Where can I...
The guest rooms are upstairs.
What do you...
Keep close to others. It's not safe here.
Good doggy.
I'm
Good boy.
sorry.
Greetings. What brings you here? Well,
Where did I put it?
Excuse me?
Excuse me. Morning.
I brought you some food. Unfortunately.
What? God be with you.
You're new here. Has Chenyek talked the head off?
We spoke.
I'll give you some good advice to start with. Don't listen to his bollock. It's just bullshit. By the way, they call me Knuckles.
It sounded pretty convincing.
Aye. Chenyek talks about sharing stuff fairly, and it's every man for himself, and Chenyek just...
Are you saying he lied to me?
More like, he didn't tell you... I heard from friends that Sigismund has a bottle of very fine wine somewhere in his warehouse. The kind of wine that you... I have a buyer for it. So if you bring it to me, I'll give...
Well, I'll stick to what... I'm not complicating.
Well...
Chenyek said you could give me some gear.
All that talk about equality, but when it comes to lockpicks, here's something you might...
Thank you. Easy, good horse.
Oh! Mind where you're going.
Easy, good horse.
Don't lie. Where would you have learnt how to do that? You think it's hard? Planning a few planks of wood and nailing them together? Get hold of some wood and come over. I'll be happy to help you. You think you could manage?
My respects. How can I help you, stranger?
What do you have?
Why are you wasting my time?
Easy, good horse.
Are you trying to run me over, you idiot?
God be with.
What do you have for... I'd like to How's this? Is this...
That's more like... Aye. Thank you, and take care.
Come and take a look. Quality good.
Great. Easy, easy. Nice and slow.
Keep your eyes on the road, you fool!
Oh, go!
Keep close to the others. It's not safe here.
God be with you.
Greetings.
Hey.
Oh, you poop.
Where's that beer?
Hallo, Lopez. Guten Tag.
Hey, kidder! Why you just standing there?
Hallo.
Come over here.
Bedienung.
I won't
Ein
take
Bier,
no for an
bitte.
answer.
Why not? I'll sit for a spell.
Sit down, have an ale, and you won't be sorry you did.
God be
I've
with
got a canny job for you.
Same to you.
You read, kidder.
I'm looking for a bloke called Goatskin. Do you know him by any chance? I heard he hangs around here.
Goatskin? I've heard of him, aye. But he don't come to our tavern, that's for sure. We ain't no saints, literally. But we don't stoop to rubbing shoulders with the likes of him. And he ain't interested in us either.
Any idea what places he goes to?
Hard to say. He hangs round this area, and the word is he's got some wench at the bathhouse in Hradec Quarter. Round the corner from here.
Do you know anything about his girl? Like, her name?
Nah, I just heard about her. It's rad as fuck. Goatskin, clarty as sin, and a sticky-fingered bugger with a bathhouse wench. Mind, the lassies round here are the canniest. Main ones divin' walk in the baths like.
That's all I need to know. Thanks.
Bless you, sir.
Always welcome here, noble sir. Be careful.
Sorry.
What more do they want? This'll have to be enough.
All right. I'll have another.
We could do that. Herzlich willkommen.
Greetings.
What? Wer bist du?
I'm Heinrich, von Skalitz.
I'm Udo, from Taubisch. Nein,
Aha. A pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Ebenfalls.
It's been a pleasure.
Klar. Und einen guten Abend.
I'm sorry.
Greetings.
I'm looking for a fella called Goatskin.
Do I know him? That fucker is the bane of our lives.
He knows some things that I'd like to know too.
What would he know?
Do you know where he might be?
How should I know? If I knew, I'd have told Adam long ago. He'd wring the bastard's neck in a trice. Last week alone, he robbed 3 of our customers.
Why does he choose to rob Germans?
A German merchant always has more coin in his purse than a Czech one.
Could you tell me where exactly?
Hard to say. You know how it is. Drunk and merry gents who can hardly walk. But it usually happens somewhere near the Black Horse, and in those lanes there. The bastard stays clear of the main streets. For good reason.
Have you got any German?
What do you think? No, because words got round.
And is Udo here?
Of course. He's playing dice, like every evening. I don't know why he comes here of all places. All he cares about is...
You know Goatskin?
What? Nonsense. I mean, I wouldn't put anything past my...
That's what I heard.
Everyone badmouths whores. You know what it's like. But if it's true, then as soon as I found out...
Thanks. I'll be going.
You're welcome. And have a word with Adam if you... I reckon he'd be keen to... God be with you. And have a pleasant evening.
I'm looking for someone called Goatskin.
You're damn right I did. That lousy bastard robs my customers. Deutschers mostly. And they're the very what's worse. Words got around already. If...
I reckon we're talking at cross purposes. I need information from him. I'm not looking for violence.
We really are at cross purpose, besides the Germans. Goatskin? also robbed, and I reckon he has friends in high places.
How will it help you if...
Schindel complained to the council mainly because Goatskin nicked some scholarly stuff of his. So if you tracked down his things and returned them to him...
Any idea what this...
No idea. But he said something...
I'll see if I can...
Great.
Right, you are. Now, about that goat skin.
What do you...
Have you ever...
Like any other tramp. Filthy... I reckon that's where his wits fell out.
Do you know where to find...
Not the faintest. I asked at the Black Horse.
What did they tell you?
They claimed not to know any...
I'll go and...
Aye.
Right.
Bis bald. Und ein... Guten Abend für dich.
A blessed evening.
Have you got any...
Of course I do, handsome. Would you like some? And then maybe we can have a bit of fun.
Yeah, I'll have a drink.
Here you go.
Oof.
It'll make you feel real good. But now, how'd you like to have a little fun?
Why not? While I'm here. Only my throat is still burning like hell. I won't go to the woods. I won't go to the woods. I won't walk to the woods.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time. Hands off! Thief!
I wonder...
Do you want me to go for the guards? Apologize and pay up. Right, I've had enough. I'm calling the guard on you and... Oh! Stop beating me, you lout! Oh!
What is that? Hör auf! That's enough!
Holy Mary!
Pickpocket!
You're that
Look
criminal!
out!
Help
So
me!
here you are! Now I've got you. That hit home! You're done here, you crook!
How can you
Nothing from her. I saw it.
do that?
Stop that right now!
You've taken something from here, you scoundrel! You'll pay me compensation for this. Otherwise, I'll call the government.
I hope nothing happens to me while I'm this messed up. Bugger! I maybe shouldn't have had that last beer. I hope nothing happens to me while I'm this messed up. Bugger! I maybe shouldn't have had that last beer. See this, God? You should punish me for my drunkenness. Bugger! I maybe shouldn't have had that last beer. Holy shit! I'm just a wee bit tipsy. I wonder if Goatskin is around here somewhere. Oh shit! Did I say that out loud? Maybe I am a little drunk. I won't go to the woods. I won't go to the woods. I won't. I wonder if Goatskin is around here somewhere. Oh shit! Did I say that out loud? Maybe I am a little drunk. Holy shit! I'm just a wee bit tipsy. I won't go to the woods. I won't go to the woods. I won't walk to the woods. Bugger! I maybe shouldn't have had that last beer. I hope nothing happens to me while I'm this messed up. I hope nothing happens to me while I'm this messed up. Hey, are you Goatskin by any chance?
Yeah, that's me, What do you want?
I have a couple of questions for you.
Look, I didn't. I never told nobody. Nobody. I swear. I'll even swear to Samuel and his God if he wants.
Who the hell is Samuel?
You weren't sent by Sam.
I wouldn't be asking you if I was, would I?
You know, like, I promise not to talk about it no more. They'll kill me otherwise.
I get that, but do you think they'll just forget about it? How long do you intend to hide?
Until I have enough. You know, glint to take off.
Well, I could help you with that. I know a lot of people. Getting you out of town won't be a problem. If you help me, I'll help you.
That sounds, you know, promising. But I still need coin. I can't just pack up and take off.
Coin shouldn't be a problem. How much do you want so you can disappear in peace?
Not much, a few score groschen. But that won't be a problem for a well-heeled fella like yourself.
Here you are. But you're gonna talk, right?
Right. Well, I like talking, you know, like... What is it you want to know?
I heard you were spying for some nobleman. Is that true?
I was doing nothing but, you know, like, I was spying for 2 weeks.
Does this gentleman have a name?
He does. He's one of them, you know, Jews. Samuel, his name is. He was nice to me till I started blabbering.
Do you know where I could find this Samuel?
Go to that, you know, synagogue. He hangs around it in front of it and people, like, brings him news of what's on the grapevine, you know. And evenings he sits around at the King Solomon. It's like a, you know, a Jewish tavern. But watch out. They ain't too welcoming towards our people there.
Have you ever heard the name Liechtenstein?
I don't know him, but I heard Samuel telling his people, like them Jews, about this, what's his name? Liechtenstein.
What exactly did he say? Did he speak about him in a good way or a bad way?
I don't know. I just remembered a funny name. I don't pay much heed to things that what don't concern me.
And you call yourself a spy?
What's it, mate? I remember things well enough, but only what they pays me to remember. I ain't gonna, fill my head up with shit that don't concern me for free.
Jesus wept. And there's another thing. Those things you stole from that scholar? You know what I mean?
That... What about it, like?
What happened to them? The owner wants them back.
I still have them.
Where?
In them secret, tunnels under the city.
Tunnels? Secret passageways? Stop blethering and tell me where it is.
I ain't blathering. It's in the passageways beneath the city. I can find it. I've learnt the way. And if you give me a couple of groschen, I can teach you too. You can clear out my stash, and judging by the look of you, knowing your way round, underground like, that ought to come in handy for you, innit?
Look, Goatskin, just because I was nice to you once, doesn't mean you can fuck with me now. Tell me what you know right this instant, or I'm gonna lose my temper.
Well, no need to fly off the handle, like... I'll tell you, of course. I was just thinking...
Goatskin, spit it out!
Oh, all right. It's like this. I know them passageways because I got my hands on this map, like. This old thief gave it to me. And when I, got it in my head, like, I flogged it, see?
A treasure map? You're yanking my pizzle, aren't you?
No. I swear, on my Mars soul. It ain't a treasure map, it's a map of what's below ground.
Big difference. Where's this map, then?
I flogged it to this thief. Angel, he called himself.
Called himself? So this angel is back in heaven now, is he?
Aye. He was hanged outside the city walls. He's still swinging there. And I know he had that map sewn into his coat. It were his most prized possession. But watch out. The gallows is guarded to stop quacks cutting off the dead bodies, bits and pieces, fingers and that, like.
Thanks. You've been a great help.
That's me through and through, innit? I'd better be off, like. I've got a long journey ahead of me.
Off you go. Goatskin, there's another thing.
There's no time.
Fountain? Where does the water come from? Here, in the middle of the city. fountain? Where does the water come from? Here, in the middle of the city. Easy, good horse. What a view!